What makes some cities more dangerous than others? Why do certain places seem to have crime lurking around every corner? Well, today we're going to dig into this question and uncover the reasons behind some of the most dangerous cities in the world. It's more than just bad luck. It's about deep-rooted issues like poverty, corruption, and organized crime that have made these cities hotspots for violence and fear. So stick around, because what you're about to learn will completely change the way you think about the world's most dangerous places. Mexico City, a city under siege. Let's kick things off with Mexico City, a place where crime isn't just a problem, it's a way of life for many. For years, powerful drug cartels like Sinaloa and Los Zetas have controlled the streets. And the situation only worsened with the 2006 war on drugs, which did little to curb violence and actually made things much worse. By 2019, Mexico's crime rate had reached sky-high levels, with 35,000 murders reported in just that year. The police were overwhelmed, with many either too scared to act or secretly working for the cartels. Everyday people were caught in the middle. Families feared going outside. Businesses paid cartels for protection. And even journalists who tried to report the truth were silenced. Despite new efforts to improve things, Mexico City still struggles. The battle for safety is ongoing, and people continue to live in fear. It's a tough city that holds on to hope for a safer tomorrow, but the road ahead is still very long. Detroit, a city in crisis. Next up, we got Detroit, a city that once represented the American dream, known for its booming car industry. But in the 1970s, the city's economy collapsed. With job losses came poverty, and soon after, crime followed suit. Gangs took control of neighborhoods, and the drug trade became rampant. By 2013, Detroit had declared bankruptcy, and things were getting worse fast. Murders, carjackings, and robberies became daily occurrences. At one point, Detroit had one of the highest murder rates in the U.S. Abandoned buildings became hotbeds for criminal activity, and police were stretched so thin that they couldn't respond in time, or sometimes didn't show up at all. Although the city has started to recover in recent years, crime rates have only dropped slightly, and the problems still remain. People still feel unsafe walking the streets, and the city continues to fight for its future. Rio de Janeiro, beauty meets crime. Now let's head to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, a city known for its beautiful beaches, vibrant festivals, and lively atmosphere. But behind the glamour, Rio has a dark side that tourists rarely see. Since the 1980s, drug gangs have controlled entire neighborhoods in the favelas, making it almost impossible for police to enter certain areas. Gang violence and shootouts with police have been a regular occurrence. In 2017 alone, there were over 6,700 murders. Innocent people, including police officers, often find themselves in the crossfire. Even during major events like Carnival, the city streets aren't always safe, with pickpocketing and assaults rising sharply. Despite the government's efforts to control the situation, Rio still struggles. Some areas have improved, but many residents live in fear of stepping outside at night. It's a city of contrasts, beauty on one side, danger on the other. Cape Town, South Africa's struggle. Let's take a look at Cape Town, one of the most beautiful cities in South Africa, but also one of the most dangerous. Since the 1990s, gang violence and drug trade have been huge problems. Areas like Mitchell's Plain and Nyanga are controlled by gangs, and Cape Town earned the title of South Africa's murder capital in 2018, with over 3,000 murders recorded. Police struggle to maintain control, as gang members often have more powerful weapons. Robberies, car hijackings, and kidnappings are daily fears for locals. Even tourists aren't safe, as many are robbed near popular tourist spots. Despite efforts to improve safety, crime rates remain high, and the city continues to fight to regain control. Chicago, the city of guns. Next, let's talk about Chicago, a city that, once upon a time, symbolized opportunity and dreams. But in recent decades, the city has been struggling with a skyrocketing crime rate. Since the 1990s, gang wars and gun violence have made neighborhoods like the South Side and West Side some of the most dangerous in the U.S. By 2021, Chicago reported over 800 murders, making it one of the deadliest cities in America. Gangs like the Black Disciples and Gangster Disciples fight for dominance, and innocent people often find themselves caught in the crossfire. Carjackings, shootings, and robberies happen daily, and even kids aren't safe, with schools having metal detectors to try and stop weapons from entering. Despite various police crackdowns and attempts to clean up the streets, crime continues to plague the city. People are waiting for the day when Chicago becomes a place where they can feel safe again. Los Angeles, stars and crime. Los Angeles, the city of stars, also hides a darker side. Since the 1980s, gang wars, drugs, and robberies have shaped the city's streets. Iconic gangs like the Crips and Bloods control many neighborhoods, making violence part of daily life. The infamous Rodney King riots in 1992 were a turning point, with over 60 people killed and thousands injured. In 2022, Los Angeles reported over 30,000 violent crimes, with areas like South Central still being dangerous hotspots. Homelessness and drug addiction have worsened the situation, and carjackings and shootings are frequent. While police are trying to regain control, many believe the fight is far from over. LA remains a city of both dreams and nightmares. Manila, the chaos of the Philippines. Now, let's head over to Manila, the chaotic capital of the Philippines. Since the 1990s, poverty, corruption, and the drug trade have fueled the city's high crime rates. In areas like Tondo, gang activity is rampant, and crime is part of daily life. In 2016, the government launched a brutal war on drugs, which led to thousands of deaths. But this campaign often hurt innocent people, and corruption among law enforcement made things worse. Street crimes like pickpocketing, robberies, and scams are common. Even tourists aren't safe, with many being targeted while walking around the city. Manila continues to battle crime, but the situation remains tough, and people are constantly living on edge. Johannesburg, South Africa's economic hub with a dark side. Let's talk about Johannesburg, the economic heart of South Africa, but also one of its most dangerous cities. Since the 1990s, crime has been fueled by poverty, unemployment, and corruption. In 2019, the city recorded over 25,000 violent crimes, including robberies, murders, and hijackings. Gangs control many parts of the city, and even during the day, crimes like pickpocketing and purse snatching are common. Home invasions are a constant fear, and carjackings happen so frequently that drivers avoid stopping at red lights at night. Despite these challenges,